We live in a world where we have to grow up. People in this business fall by the wayside because we forget that all of us ultimately answer to people.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because the internet is melting down right now. Stephen A. Smith just dropped the kind of bombshell that makes you question everything you thought you knew about ESPN's Golden Crew. Why did Molly Qerim, the queen of First Take, suddenly vanish after nearly 2 decades at the network? Was it money? Was it betrayal? Or was it something so scandalous that ESPN is scrambling to bury it under a mountain of PR spin? Trust me, the story you're about to hear is messier than a Kardashian group chat at 3 a.m.
Molly Qerim exiting ESPN, exiting First Take quite abruptly, one might say. Last night, Austin Karp of Sports Business Journal reported that Molly Qerim was exiting at the end of the year, but it turns out she is exiting effective immediately.
You think you know ESPN? Think again. Molly Qerim's sudden exit isn't just a career move. It's a full-blown media earthquake. And Stephen A. Smith just lit the fuse. After nearly 20 years holding down the network and a decade shaping First Take into the juggernaut it is today, Molly pulled the plug, leaving fans and colleagues alike gasping. One minute, she's moderating debates like the professional powerhouse we all admired. The next, gone, vanished, poof, just like that. And yes, before you ask, Stephen A. Smith himself hinted at the chaos behind the scenes. Oh, this isn't your average Hollywood I'm moving on story. This is scandal, intrigue, and a sprinkle of pure ESPN drama. Sources tell me the moment she announced her departure, the network went into overdrive, scrambling for explanations, patching leaks, and spinning what little story they could. Molly's exit wasn't just abrupt. It was surgical, carefully timed, meticulously executed, and honestly a little humiliating for the network's brat. Imagine, if you will, the star moderator of ESPN's flagship debate show, earning respect, accolades, let's be honest, far less than some of her peers, standing her ground and walking away. That's not just bold. That's revolutionary. Now let's talk numbers. Stephen A. Smith reportedly pockets over $20 million a year, while around $500,000. That's right, $500,000. For a decade of elevating the network's most watched debate, for balancing Smith's explosive persona with poise, professionalism, and yes, occasionally acting as the voice of. This pay gap isn't just notable, it's. And according to insiders, this wasn't lost on Molly. She didn't just want these. She wanted respect, autonomy, and opportunities that actually matched her influence, which, as we'll find out, was a negotiation ESPN wasn't willing to. Now here's where things get. Industry whispers suggest Stephen A. Smith acts as something of a kingmaker at when he supports talent. Well, that talent might as well. And according to our sources, Molly didn't exactly get Smith's blessing for her. Maybe, but combine that with a network famously obsessed with ratings and image, and you've got a storm. Molly, no stranger to high-pressure situations, suddenly found herself at odds with the very system she lived. Fans, naturally, are in down mode. Social media exploded, news broke. How could go? Tweeted one aged viewer. She's the reason First Take even word another. And amidst the chaos, Stephen A. Smith's cryptic couldn't help. On his podcast, he danced around the story, teasing details, hinting at negotiations gone wrong, and leaving. He knew more, but like any master manipulator, chose to keep the audience on edge, letting speculate. By the end of that week, it was clear. This wasn't the statement, a declaration that no amount of tradition, tenure, or ratings dominance could protect you from corporate inertia, salary inequality, and political maneuverings. Make no mistake, Molly Qerim walking out sent loud and clear. Talent matters. Respect matters. And if you're undervalued, the doors are elsewhere. But hold on, because the story gets even juicier once you peek behind the velvet curtain of rooms. According to anonymous sources, because of course nobody wants to be named, gossip is this hot, Molly's contract negotiations smooth. She wasn't just asking for a modest raise. She was asking for career growth, autonomy, and platform. A chance to finally run a show that reflected her influence. And the network reportedly laughed. Not politely, not professionally, but straight up proposals. Meanwhile, Stephen A. Smith's mega contract casts a long shadow on the negotiation table. Over $20 million a year, with perks, bonuses, and power orders on dictatorial. Sources claim that Smith's influence extends his own paycheck. Talent thrive at ESPN? Smith in their corner. Molly, she didn't get that nod, which, according to insiders, turned the negotiation into a tense, comical chess game. Only, in this case, Molly's the queen being cornered, and she decided it wasn't going to be checkmated. Of course, the public reaction was merciless. Social media erupted, threads went viral, and ESPN fans suddenly amateur detectives. Did ESPN just lose their best host because they couldn't pay her what she's worth? Read one viral tweet. Stephen A's basically a kingmaker. Molly wasn't in his court. Mused another. Memes flooded Instagram. TikTok did a dramatic reenact. It became clear. Molly Qerim walking out wasn't just a personnel change. It was a cultural. Even more dramatic? The network's PR scramble. Internal memos allegedly instructed staff to stay calm and don't engage. Outlets went haywire. And Stephen's cryptic comments didn't help. On his Sirius XM show, he teased that there were details none of y'all need to know. Dropping fueled speculation. Was it a power? A salary? Gender picks? All of the above? Fans had no idea, and theirs was exactly the point. It was now a full-blown spectacle. With ESPN caught between managing a media storm and figuring out how to replace the very person who had kept their most-watched show from descending chaos. And the kicker? Rumors began swirling about Fox Sports swooping in, ready a deal worth millions more. A direct slap in the face to ESPN, and that when one network undervalues talent, happily sees the opportunity. Molly wasn't just leaving a job, she was making a statement, and the sports media world was. So what happens next? The fallout from Molly Qerim's exit is already sending shocks the sports media landscape. ESPN is left scrambling, auditioning replacements, and desperately trying to recreate the chemist-taker ratings powerhouse. But let's be real. Replacing a decade of talent, poise, and insider know-how is as simple as picking a name at Fantical, Cloud, and social media? It's an endless loop of speculation, memes, and conspiracy theories. The rumor mill is in overdrive. Industry leaders whisper that Fox Sports is circling, ready to offer Molly a deal that not only doubles her salary, platform she deserved. Imagine that. The network that undervalued her now watching her walk into a comparison, shining brighter than ever. Sentiment is overwhelmingly on her side. Finally, someone had the guts to ESPN, one tweet read. Another added, if they let Molly go, then what does that say about fairness and women in media? Hashtags. Molly deserved. Better and Hackshire Fox wins started trending within hours. Proof public opinion is already ruling. Inside ESPN, the atmosphere is reportedly tense. Executives are caught between preserving the network's image and managing the internal panic that top-tier talent suddenly walks away. Meanwhile, Stephen A. Smith's care-worded comments continue to dominate headlines, adding another layer of intrigue. Was he subtly warning other talent? Or just giving fans a peek into the mix of high-stakes media negotiations? Either way, the message is clear. ESPN is a battlefield, and loyal soldiers aren't from the fallout. But here's the twist. The story doesn't end with a resignation. Legal experts and analysts are speculating on what could come next. Non-compete clauses, potential lawsuits, and maybe even internal into how talent is valued and treated. Add in the social media backlash, and ESPN suddenly faces a nightmare of unprecedented proportions. One thing is certain, Qerim's departure is more than a personal career move. It's a lightning rod exposing salary inequities, gender politics, and the hidden power dynamics of sports networks in the world. The moral story? Talent can't be respect can't be bought with lip service. And if you undervalue someone like Molly Qerim, be prepared to watch them take and ratings to the competition. ESPN may have lost a host, but the watching and the drama just getting started. So what do you think? Was Molly Qerim's exit a bold power move, just the tip of the iceberg at ESPN? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't hold back. Do you think Fox Sports will finally give her the respect, or will ESPN fight to reclaim control? Smash that like button if you're shocked by this story, share it with your friends who live for sports drama, and don't forget to subscribe for more. The networks don't want you to know. Trust me, this saga is far from over.